Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to Old RPG Gaming for another episode of Final Fantasy XII. And I've got something to show you guys. If you remember at the end of the last episode, I said that I was going to try real hard and go and get the Demon's Bane swords that was the whole reason that we defeated the Demon Walls at the end of the last episode. So, I can happily show you that I do have the Demon's Bane. And just look at the jump in attack power. It's absolutely crazy. Nothing comes close at this point in time. So we're going to go ahead and equip one to Vaughn. Balthier, we're going to leave with the distance weapon. And why not equip one to Penelo as well, seeing as she's out in the group with us. So Penelo and Vaughn both have Demon's Bane swords, and actually, do you know what? I think I would prefer to have Fran than Balthier. So before we do go and tackle the Tomb of Wraithwell, we are going to go and just head just outside this area here and speak to Dice and see what this guy has got. He's moved in a little bit further because we killed the Guardian that was in the front of the tomb, so he should have some new stuff right now. We don't need the Zwil Blade, we can sell that. We don't need the Cypress Pole anymore, we can sell that. We have a Barber. It is better than anything we have on, but we don't have the license for it just yet, so we keep hold of it for a minute. Onion Shop, no point in selling it, it's not worth anything. Right, we have a Turtle Shell, a couple of Earthstones, and a couple of Succulent 3. That takes us to 12,000, so not bad. We know that is the Iron Sword, which is not anything useful to us. Now, if we take a look here, Iron Hammer, attack power of 53, that is the closest thing, well, that's the highest attack weapon you can buy right now, and it's still 6 under the Demon's Bane. And I don't really like using hammers or axes because they tend to miss a lot, I found. But we can upgrade Fran's bow. We can do that. So we're going to go ahead and buy one of those. We've equipped the longbow. Good. Ancient sword. Might be worth getting one of these for either Barsh or Ash, or even both. But what I'm going to do is, as we only have 3 out in the party at one time, I'm going to keep it so that there's a long distance, like a ranged weapon, and then 2 holding the Demon's Bane until we get to a point where we can upgrade even further. So for now we're going to have Fran, and then we've got Vaughn and Penelo holding Demon's Bane, and say we switch, we had Balthier and we had Barsh and Lady Ash. They would both hold the Demon's Bane, and Balthier has the ranged weapon. So we're pretty good in terms of weapons right now. Let's take a look at the armor available here. Chainmail and Winged Helm would do a great deal to us. Like, that would be super helpful. Unfortunately, they are a little bit pricey, but we can always sell the ones that we have on at the moment. So let's see what kind of license points we have before we start buying stuff that we can't equip. Not an awful lot at the moment. And we take a look at Vaughn and see where he stands on the armor side of things. We can't even see heavy armor at the moment. We know these are armor, but we can't see what we're going to be getting when we do that. If we buy this one, we don't have enough to get the next one, and then, it could end up being the wrong one anyway. So I think rather than buy like all our defense equipment now, like our armor and stuff, we'll just wait until we've done the tomb, and then we will upgrade further later. So Vaughn, Fran, Penelo, and of course we have Vosla with us as well. Let's go ahead and do this. Done. And I've just noticed as well, Fran doesn't currently have all of her mist abilities either, so let's see if she has enough. 17 points. And we were going for this one, so she's still way off of getting her final mist ability, but that's not a problem. Right guys, let's head into the tomb. The first thing I'm going to show you is where the Demon's Bane is, in case anybody was wondering. and is playing through also wants to know how to go and get to it. Now, do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, there is a 70% chance of this chest appearing. So it's, you know, more than half a chance of it appearing, which is good. And then you have like a percentage whether it's going to be gil or whether it's going to be an item. A couple of times it wasn't there. I was a bit disappointed. A couple of times it was there, but it was gil. And then even when I managed to pull an item from it, I did pull a holy mote from it, which is you chuck it and it does like a big holy move to whoever you throw it at. But so the chances of you actually getting the Demon's Bane aren't all that high, but as you can see by what's available to us at the moment, it's definitely worth getting because it's stronger than anything available in the shop, and it's a one-handed sword, so you can also equip a shield if you have one to increase your evade even more. So we head down here. There is quite a few enemies in here, but for the sake of getting the chest, I literally just ran past everybody and like hold flee, and then if the chest was not there, just reset. So in between the two at the bottom where you can see the two heads, that's where the chest will be. I think that's where the chest will be if it's there. So nope, I'm looking at the complete wrong side. It'll be in between those two pillars there, in between the two flames that you can just about see. You can't actually tell from here because it doesn't render the chest in until you actually get down there. So it may be here, it may not be here. There is a high chance of it being here. Like I said, I think it's about 70%. If it is here and we put a Demon's Bane, then that's even fucking more awesome because we got one more. But I very much doubt we'll have that much luck. Well, maybe. Power of the subscriber and all. You guys make awesome things happen, so just maybe. Oil is not good because these little fuckers cast fire and it increases the damage by a hell of a lot. So, come on, attack. And the Demon's Bane sword just looks so cool as well. Look at the sword that Van's holding. It looks fucking awesome. A couple more of these little shits are going to drop down. Okay, well you can see just over there, the chest is there. So it may well have a Demon's Bane in it. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Is there any more? Yep, a couple more. Of course, anything we can steal from enemies in here is going to be good because we need a little bit of money to upgrade our armor side of things, our defense. We need to increase our defense as much as we're increasing our attack. Stay nice and rounded as a team. Let's pick this up. Take this fucker out. Okay, now we want to take a look at... Is anybody able to get rid of... I don't think so. I think you need like a handkerchief or something to remove oil. Yes. We use this on Bosna. Okay, so I think that's all of them. Let's take a look what's in the chest. Like I said, it could be... Oh, we'll take care of this guy first, and his friend. Sorry guys. It could be a Demon's Bane. It has a chance of not being an item at all. It could be gil. And then if it is an item, of course it's not guaranteed that it's going to be the Demon's Bane. But we will find out in a very, very short moment. We've just got to take this guy out. There we go. Let's see what's in the chest. 25 gil. Okay, so it wasn't worth going down there this time, but at least you guys know if anybody's playing through and they didn't know about it. It's definitely worth a couple of tries. Obviously, if you don't get it, you don't even have to reset. Just go all the way back to the crystal outside the tomb, and that is three blocks away from where this place is. And if you're 3 blocks away, it respawns or resets the chance of it appearing. So you can grab whatever's in it, go back out to the start of the tomb, head straight back in, and it'll have a chance to appear again. The percentage stays the same, it's still a 70% chance of it appearing. Definitely worth doing, guys, I recommend it. I'm happy that we got 2, and I think that's good enough for now because, like I said, it is always good to have somebody at long distance, just in case. Say we're fighting somebody that does huge physical damage, like in physical attacks. It's good to have somebody in the distance that can still deal damage from a distance, and they can also stay out of harm's way, and they can heal as well. So it's a good little strategy to have. Take out these fucking annoying little seekers. These are a little, well, they're a lot like the stealings that we found in the previous cave, but they're just a little bit stronger. They're just as fucking annoying though. There's lots and lots of these in this place. They don't drop anything of use to us, which sucks, but at least they're not difficult to defeat. Right then, guys, so that was the last little bit I'm going to talk about the Demon's Bane. You've seen how awesome it looks, how awesome its stats are, and yeah, the damage it deals is pretty awesome as well. You also know where to get it now, and you know a little bit about your chances of getting it. Now we're going to tackle the rest of the tomb. At the end of the Tomb of the Wraithwell, it's fucking, you're going to love it. We're going to get our first Esper. In other Final Fantasy games, I'm not sure if they've always been called Espers. It's basically a summon. So you're able to summon whatever it is you defeat, and it adds it to the license board for one person. So I won't give you any more spoilers as to who it is or what it is, but there is the first one for the team at the end of this tomb. Let's turn ourselves around. And here we go. Oh, shit, thought I was at the door. This is an extremely long runway. This is why it's a lot easier to defeat this demon wall, because it moves like a little bit slower. You can also stop it as well, which I showed you guys, and on top of that even more, you can fucking, you got like twice the length to beat it compared to the first one. It's a pretty big place.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard. It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Okay, so Vossler and Ash were just having a little squabble there, talking about Balthier, saying basically, they don't like, well, Vossa doesn't like the fact that he's come here to basically take whatever treasure he can find from the tomb. But, you know, Lady Ash was just saying a good point, and that was that as long as you keep him thinking that he's going to have personal gain from it, he's good to their cause. So I like Balthier, I think he's awesome. But of course he is a pirate, so you got to give him a reason to want to be doing this. Long way down, guys, long way down. We just stole a blood sword. Demon's Bane is a lot less attack than the Demon's Bane, but it's still a huge increase on what he currently has. Shame he's unable to equip it. Let's switch the license for that, because I think that's a pretty cool upgrade. We just have to find it. There we go, the blood sword has its own little category, look. So now we can equip that to Bosch. Equipping sap is a... well, it doesn't equip sap, it inflicts it. I very much doubt it would work on bosses, but it's still a pretty cool thing because, like some of the tougher enemies or the marks, it's going to fuck them up. Make their health drop down. Good old Vosla. So we're going to want to stick to this top path to do this part of the tomb, guys. Okay, we're gonna take a right. Ooh, zombies. We love zombies. Foul flesh we can sell for lots and lots of pennies. Okay. So if you think back then, guys, a couple of waystones, where we picked the map up from, there was a waystone either side of a big one in the middle. The big one in the middle takes you back to the start, if I remember rightly, so we're not going to be using that. And then the two on either side, you've got to come down these little maze places either side and activate them, basically. So that's what we're doing right now. Ah, we didn't manage to steal from either of them, that sucks. I just thought as well, gambits for Varn, we should probably... let's put one in. Nearest visible attack. Just so that we don't have to keep telling him to attack after he steals. Fran has already used up most of our MP, so that's why we're not getting healed right now. Oh, and Varn has slow. How annoying. That'll do, let's go. So while this is quite a big place, you're not really going to get lost down here if you just follow the way. Nothing happens, the device remains asleep. What is it we do, guys? Do we have to just keep going? God, there's zombies everywhere. 3 treasure chests. Let's open these bad boys up. A pair of ghillie boots. A gold needle. And 66 gil. Not our biggest haul, but never mind. Yeah, self-destruct, that is not good. We definitely don't want to get hit with self-destruct. Zombies aren't going to cause us any trouble. We're taking them out nice and easy. To be fair, we're taking everything out quite quickly in this map. Which is a good thing. Still kill from it, that's pretty weird. Why would the double-headed fucking monster thing want any gil? So I think then we've nearly made it all the way back around to the beginning. We made it all the way back around. Right, we need to retrace our steps and we need to go back to where the waystone was. So we've just taken out like literally everything in this place, so hopefully we'll get back there nice and quickly. I use Van to heal again because Fran is still recovering her MP. Cura is good for the party, but I think it would be more useful to us if we had Kiraga right now, because it's just a strong version of Cure, like it only targets one. I think I remember how to do this. I hope so anyway, because I did myself claim to know quite a bit about this game, and I would be very disappointed if I've forgotten how to do this and it's something simple. But have faith, I'm pretty sure I remember how to do it. Good, we're getting lots of strips of foul flesh. Just keep going. Yes, Fossler, he's an animal, guys. An absolute animal. Okay, so I think we're pretty close now to the Waster. There it is, just up the stairs. So we're gonna go up here. And we gotta touch the fucking pedestal. Why did I not think of that before? I just didn't see it. Yeah, just be careful, guys, when you do touch that. 3 zombies pop up. But if you've taken your time to level up and you have the Demon's Bane, you will take ease destroying them. Right, so we touch this little stone. We've done everything we need to do this side. And it's going to teleport us back to where we found the map. So there we go, that's one side done. Let's head down and do the other side. It's a pretty simple idea for the dungeon, but it still does take a little bit of time. Especially if you're fighting all the enemies that you come across. Like, we have our gambit set up pretty good, so I don't, you know, unless we're like rushing, which I'm not going to rush, there's no need to rush in Let's Plays. Just take your time, play the game, and you guys enjoy it too. But unless you're rushing through it, you're not going to get this done in, like, I say it's going to take about half an hour to do. Which way was it? Just a second. Shit, fuck it, which one was it? I think it's the first one. They both lead into the same room, just at different points, and one's closer than the other. Like, if we'd have gone out the door of the dead end in the previous side, like the other side, it just would have taken us to the other entrance. I hope this is the right side. So again, this is pretty straightforward. Let's just start following it round. I think this is the right side, like the one that's closer to it. Level up for Vaughn, right. Vaughn is now the highest level, so with everybody being the same level, obviously Voss is a guest, so we're not counting him, but with everyone being the same level, we're going to switch Vaughn out and bring Barsh in to basically copy. So let's do that now. We're also going to equip Barsh with the Demon's Bane, so we need to take it off. Just remember that he's unarmed. And then we also need to check his gambits. So there's no need for him to be healing at the moment. We've got that covered. So we want foe with 100% HP. Steel. Party leaguer's target attack. Put that one there, and then go. Nearest visible attack. Okay, he's all set up as well. Make him our leader, and we're good to carry on. Oh no! Why is he not attacking? Oh, is his gambits off? Yes. There we go. It's like a chain reaction because the others are set up with gambits to attack the party leader's target so that we all target one person. And obviously if he doesn't attack anyone, the other two just kind of stand there as well. So we've switched from zombies to skeletons, but they're just as easy. We can take it. We've had lots of fights with skeletons. We're well familiar with bone fragments by this point in the game. We know what they're capable of. We know we can kick their ass. And they know it too. Right, let's keep going. We're nearly there, guys. In fact, we are here now. Let's go ahead and touch the little green gem. Down goes the other half of the step. Okay, let's get it on. Come on, Leech. Come on, Nick, Mike. We're not afraid. We're gonna fuck you up. In fact, they're nearly dead already. 2 down, 1 to go. All down. Right, so you can touch this to go back, but the whole point of it is to get this step that we're on now, this like block, to get it to go down. I think it works either way. I just prefer to go the other way first. And then this is going to lead us out into somewhere new, guys. Somewhere different.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
Okay, so a lot of places in this game that big shit's gonna happen. You'll see like this mist. I mean, you can see it all around, like shimmering almost. And one of the main effects that is good for us is just look how fast Fran's MP is recovering right now. Okay, it's at 0. So let's wait for her to finish her action. Okay, just look how fast her MP is actually recovering. That, of course, is because of the mist. The bad thing about the mist is, like I said, it's usually when big shit is about to go down, so it's not always a good thing. Who is that? Who could it possibly be? Not gonna look, not ruining it. Not until the moment. Oh, no, no, not looking. We gotta make sure we pick up all our treasures. Elixirs are pretty cool. Full HP and MP recoveries. And the whole time we're running around as well. Look at Fran's MP, it's just shooting back up. Okay guys, this is it. This is the very first summon Esper. Looks pretty awesome, looks pretty hot. Okay, let's do this. This is the fire summon, guys, Belias. It's pretty tough. We're gonna take him out, and then we get to choose somebody to have him basically equipped to. So let's start smashing him up. Actually, do you know what? We may even be able to steal something from him. I never thought of that. Let's try steal some shit from him. There is shit. Okay, that's good enough. So we could do a quickening chain and completely fuck him up like real quick. But with our Demon's Bane, let's just use them. Why not? He's not a huge threat to us at the moment anyway. He does have a pretty nasty move that he might use towards the end of his health. But we've got enough HP and stuff to survive it, so we should be clean. Here he goes. Hot as a motherfucker. So there you go, we survived it. We fucking... no problems. We should take him out before he's able to hit it again. Hopefully, anyway. As long as everybody just keeps attacking now, we should get him done pretty quick. Like I said, guys, if you're not quite as high level as this, and you're playing through as well, or maybe you haven't, tried to get the Demon's Bane swords, you can as well quite easily damage him a lot with quickening chains. You should at some point have done some grinding, so hopefully you guys have put the quickenings as well with the license points. But there you go. Quite simple, just smash away at him with physical attacks. And we've defeated Belias. A little bit different to the fire summon in previous Final Fantasy titles, who was Ifrit. You obtained the Esper, Belias.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
So understandably then, Balthier's a little bit salty about it, but it's not going to fucking make any difference to the story, of course, but we're actually going to try and cheer him up a little bit, because we're going to give him, I've decided we're going to give Balthier the very first Esper, and we're going to do that right now, guys. So let's check him out. And there you go, the license for the Esper Belias has been added to the board. Only one character can obtain this license. When a character obtains the license, it will be removed from the boards of all other characters. So that's fine. It means we get to choose like 1 for each character or whatever. Only 10 license points as well. How are we going to get to it? There we go. Balthier will soon realise that the treasure he found down here and that we've given to him was well worth it, and he's now happy. We changed the story. Let's head through this final door. And remember, the whole reason that we came and we travelled all the way across the deserts and the sand seas was to find proof of Lady Ash's royal bloodline, like that she's connected to the royal bloodline. And the thing that we need for that is the Dawn Shard. So, are we going to find the Dawn Shard? Is it down here? What do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? Only one way to find out.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
What? Wrestler. You will be avenged.
Ta-da! Just like it was meant to be, it appears, magically teleports into our hand. And we now have the Dawn Shard. So we now have proof that she's not just a resistance fighter, this is actually a princess, this is heir to the throne of Rabanastra. The story and plot thickens. So we touch the Waystone. Abra Kedavra. And there we go. We're home. Okay guys, so that is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed the Tomb of Wraithfall. I hope you enjoyed the awesome Esper that we've obtained as well. We'll be seeing a little bit more of him, maybe in the next episode just to show him off. And of course we'll be using him at different parts of the story as well, so that's cool. Nice addition to the team. Hope you enjoyed the swords that we went out and got as well. And I hope you're enjoying the game in general, because it is a fucking awesome game. Thank you so much for coming to watch. Hit like if you've enjoyed it. Hit subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And guys, I want to try and just encourage you to share this as well. Social media is a powerful way to grow the channel and, you know, get more people to see the videos that we make. So if you guys enjoyed this enough that you want to help, share it on, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, whatever you guys use, that would be absolutely awesome. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. Cheers. Also guys, if you want to get your own channel art or logo personally done for you, get in touch with the graphics designer that done my channel art. The Skype address is on the screen.